Okay, so we're here, we're at the car. We're gonna do exactly what we did last time. No, that's been on there for...
I have not ever noticed that before.
Yeah. Okay, so Brittany, we're gonna do exactly what we did last time. We're a little tight on time today, so it's gonna be a rush job, and I wanna try to... 2 hours, but that's not a super lot, I think. I wanna do a wider circumference, and we can go faster this time. Does that make sense? So we're not gonna sort of, now that you know what to look for.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Brittany, get on one knee. Because
what?
I'm going to knight you. I'm going to dub Brittany. Come on, get down on one knee. We're not getting married here. Okay, I dub Brittany. Remember, I'm a paranoid psychotic with no sense of humor and no, whatever. I'm too sensitive. Okay, so Brittany, I dub thee. Wait, don't. I dub thee Knight Photographer of the Round Table. Okay, you can get up. She's old like me. Okay, put this around your neck. Okay, Brittany has the expensive, or was expensive, Sony A7R Mark II, 42 megapixel. The 4 is out, 60 megapixel, whatever. I'll show you all that in a few seconds. Brittany is now going to take part in this crime and take photos. Not only is Brittany going to point things out, but she's going to take the still photos of the cars and twos. Okay. And I'll put that at the end of the video, whatever. Okay, so we're getting in the car.
Is it open?
No. There, now it's open. Yeah, we have a Brittany focus list like last time. Okay, and I'm just gonna fire up all the equipment and I'll start recording again. Okay, we are in the car. Once again, I have my criminal public nuisance cowboy hat because it has a little skull on it. My father says that's a crime. Brittany has the A7R. We got to do a quick rundown here. Okay, so Brittany, I'm gonna teach. Brittany's now going to aid and abet this illegal taking pictures in public crime, right? I hope you don't mind. Okay, so it's autofocus. Okay, so there's really not much you need. Okay, so first, this is zoom.
Oh, cool.
And you really probably can leave it all the way zoomed in, like wide, but so you practice that. Now the second thing is halfway down focuses. Oh, and then all the way.
Takes it.
Yeah, but you don't need to really focus because it's autofocus. Okay, so like example, if my hand's moving, just push down.
What? Let me. Okay. How do I look back? Now
you have two things. You have,
oh shit! I'm recording. What do I do? Is that good?
Oh no, we don't want to record. Okay. We're just doing still. We're doing stills for Brittany. Okay, Brittany is the still lady. Okay, so first.
Why do you?
Okay, grab. Okay, so you can either look through here or you can look at this. Okay, now put this hand over here. Okay, now turn that. That's focus. Or that's zoom.
Damn. What is this one?
That's it. Well, it's on autofocus. The other one's focus, but it's on autofocus, so. Come on, put your eye up here.
Why won't it go into focus?
It's autofocus. Like push half.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's easier to see focused. How do I look at the ones I've taken?
See this play button?
Yeah.
And then you can look through here and see it as much clearer.
Oh my gosh! This is so cool.
Okay, so do some practice on those trees really fast. Grab.
Oh, how do I have to hit this again?
No, just push the top button. There you go. No. Okay, now turn the lens. Other way. Okay, push all the way. There you go.
That's cool.
Do a few practices because you're gonna have to do this fast while we're driving. Okay, come on. And turn the lens to zoom in on my fingers.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy zoom.
Okay. Okay, now zoom back out. Okay, now focus. Pretend there's two pairs of cards right there.
Okay.
Okay, you getting it?
Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, you probably won't even need to turn this. You can probably leave it wide.
Okay.
But if you need to zoom in, you can zoom in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is so fucking cool.
this is supposedly one of my crimes. So if I take like one picture, then the worldwide campaign to rid me of the world saying we're going to try to figure out ways to make you take 100 million pictures and go, you suffer from OCD, right? But all these things start the same. Is like, I don't want you getting into photography, so we're going to figure out ways to try to make you look crazy and things like that. Okay, so, it's actually easy with the windows down, if you don't mind, dude.
I might have to have it up like half, or else my hair is gonna go crazy. I don't have a hair tie.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so it's interesting. Brittany kind of came out here, and same thing as before. All the cars are normal when Brittany is coming out. And yesterday there were like huge amounts of Jeep Cherokees all together here, and several other pairs of twos and things like that.
I think it's quite cool. Okay.
Yeah, you like that?
I do.
Photography gets fun.
It is fun.
Okay, so
When you can do it for enjoyment.
well, it can be fun professionally. It just depends on
Oh,
what
yeah.
it is, right? It's like,
This thing is really cool.
yeah, the Sonys are really good cameras. Okay, so we're going down Owens Mount here. Now, normally this street is filled. I live here. This street is filled with cars and pairs of twos and the patterns. Today, it looks like it's back to normal, just like last time Brittany came out, right? And so Brittany, I put a focus list. She's kind of got our hands full, but I'm sure she remembers from last time. The focus list is very similar.
There's 2 reds up there.
Okay, so yeah, so she already picked it up. Okay, this is your practice run. When we come by, take a picture of the 2 reds together.
Okay, I got
Don't worry about professional photography. Just shoot over me, whatever, because what's important is getting. Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
And you see how you can see it see how it holds. Like when you take the picture, it holds it for a couple seconds. You see that?
That's
okay.
how I was focusing it.
Yeah. Okay. So Brittany is doing what LAPD and the world have said is a crime, documenting me being hunted and stalked, which is not a crime. There's not even close to anything. It's like
you're just
cleaning your teeth. Cleaning your teeth with a toothpick would be equivalent to the same crime, right?
right. Just nothing.
Okay, so now I'm gonna, because I'm a violent paranoid schizo with no sense of humor and crazy, I kind of brought some toys into Brittany's office the other day. I was having fun shopping and joking around. It's not really meant for Brittany or anything, but I'm gonna just wear some handcuffs here, not because I'm crazy, but to prove a point that it's about freedom of expression and things that nobody normally cares about, right? And just, right, some of the jokey things I was joking around the other day, the ball gag I bought at Spencer's with the handcuff, right? Okay, if people gave a shit and said you're a crazy man for this, why is there a store called Spencer's and 100 million other stores selling them, right? So you don't think this is crazy while we're exposing?
It's fine.
We're taking a horrible situation and we're kind of making it a little more manageable, right? I mean, that's the way I kind of think of it, right?
Well, yeah, that's the way it is.
Okay, so normally there's tons of cars up the street. Like, for a while they're doing tons of Jeep Cherokees and black Jeeps. There's one of the black Jeeps. But make sure the only pictures you take are the ones that are obvious, like the pairs. Even though a lot of them.
This is that park, huh?
This is the park. This is Warner Center Park. Now you've seen video of the thing. Okay, well I don't know if those count, but 2 pickups here.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. they've been doing groups of Fiats lately, but they've been spread so you can't prove it. Interesting, all these car covers. See the two car covers here? There was two more on this side.
And one back there.
And one back there. And at one point there was 8 of them, right? All directed at me. Right now it looks very subtle.
It does. What kind of car is that?
Which one, this?
The blue one. The old one.
Sorry. Oh, an old Firebird.
Firebird?
Yeah.
This is all like very...
So you've seen videos, that one video where there was like 15 identical pairs around the park here. And you're like, what? Huh? How? Okay, you know what? It's kind of in my way. Okay, but... So people understand, it's not about crazy. It's about expression and freedoms. Okay. Okay, we're in Woodland Hills right now.
How do I see that? Oh, never mind.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of times what they do is people will all come out, they'll time it, and they'll all come out at the same time at this park here.
Right.
With the same clothing colors. Example, you might see 10 black pants and pink shirts come out. Okay. Right? Now what they do is sometimes they time it, so when I go, let's say I get food and I'm on my way back or something, they'll sort of time it when I leave the restaurant. And then they'll get mad, well, you have proof. It's like, well, that's my fault?
This is where that lady, right?
There's a pink and black, by the way. You don't really need to get him because he's not provable, right? We need the provable ones, like the cars and twos and the
reds and blacks. There's 2 of them.
Okay, just notice the black Jeep Cherokee here, and then most. It's interesting. Like usually there's a million times more.
I know.
And so it's like I said, they know when you come out. They instantly know.
Do you need to answer a phone or something?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. What should we do?
There's 2 white ones, but let's... Have you talked to your lawyer again?
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of simulate some of my daily routines and how they sort of strategically put them into places. Does that make sense? So the first thing you're going to do is, let's say you're going to your office, right? You're going to get some coffee, right? Because you want to wake up. By the way, I have my little old Nikon lens coffee cup because I'm a violent, crazy man. Because
you
I have no sense of humor. Right. So you're going to go get coffee probably. And things are... In my case, things happen. People follow me with these cryptic hidden messages, profiling these routines, right? So there's 2 coffee places that are usually en route. One is the Coffee Bean here at Gateway Plaza off Ventura Boulevard. The other is a gas station here with a Starbucks.
Did we go to that? Or there's video of you there with the guy.
That's the one with all the video of the police following me and all this setup operations. Okay, notice the black soul here?
Yeah.
There should be a green soul up here. Maybe they left. No, here it is, green soul. There. I think at one point there were 3 of them. Right? Once again, if they're not one in front of the other, you're not going to be able... It's harder to prove. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is just a possible hunch. See the yellow and black there?
Yeah.
Okay, just sort of put that in your mind. Maybe I'll see more black pants and yellow shirts.
Okay. Just keep trying.
Okay, so this shopping center is usually really aggressive with the car tactics, and it has been for 20 years since I started going to a Starbucks there 20 years ago, linked to a person I used to know, Paul Humphrey, who I believe at one point worked security on the property, linking to security companies and things like that.
The one over here by the
the one over here.
Store?
This is the original Starbucks. this started in on me before any of the other coffee shops were notified. Hunt down and eradicate Kevin at every shop. Okay, so this is the original. I don't know what you call it, like trigger mechanism or
hunting ground.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so just sort of start paying attention around here. For cars and twos backwards. Same thing you're looking at. We were in Thousand Oaks. Like there's two pickups backwards over there by the Boulevard Burger. Okay, so we're going here. So let's say I were to go to this coffee bean.
Right.
Okay, so the first thing.
Oh, we met here, yeah.
Yeah, we met here. That's right. Okay, so usually this lot is really aggressive, especially right here and by the Ralphs.
Yeah. There's a few backwards.
So usually things are in this corner.
Right.
Okay, so let's just remember, point them out, talk, verbalize it. What do you see? And even though these are backwards here, they're not together, so it's harder to prove. Even though it's probably,
right
but those, you know, say it because we're videoing here on the camera.
Oh, the two cars backwards together right here.
Yeah.
Mini SUV.
Okay,
type.
so
three actually.
Three. Okay, so you say it though. Say it so.
Three cars together right here.
Okay.
Backwards.
Okay. And.
Oh, a truck. Should I get that or no? This one?
Yeah, just get it. Whatever. Okay, so three cars backwards and grouped together here. You got to say it like that.
Okay.
So you got to wake up.
I'm sorry, I know.
Right.
There's one.
You can't really. Those are two. Even though I know they're directed towards me, you can't really. It's not provable, right? Or it looks crazier to say it.
There's one right there backwards. Well,
Let's see how these two over here try to get.
Right, it's close.
Yeah.
There's one more backwards.
Okay, so.
There's two
get on camera duty here. Say it to the camera.
There's four backwards cars in here together. Well, with separation, but like right here too.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so these ones are obvious, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look. Okay, people don't normally park like that.
No.
Okay. You need caffeine?
Kind of.
Oh.
Do you?
No, I mean I got one
I'm
right
okay.
here.
You don't have to stop.
Okay, so right here we could pretty much use it every parking lot in the world, but
Oh, there's two white ones. Right?
okay, does that look a little? Okay, so Brittany, what do you see here?
Two backwards white cars together. Demon.
Correct. You just don't worry about the glass
sticker?
refraction. Yeah, we're not doing art here.
But the sticker was annoying.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, so. Right, so obvious. I mean, that's not normal, right? Okay, so something's making these people do these things.
What is she waiting for?
She's kind of looking at me, and she has a gray version of Terrence Scroggins drives a green Miata.
The man?
And that's a gray Miata, so she's... Now also, you're not going to be able to make the connection probably, but you see this yellow and black Jeep here?
Yeah.
What they do is they sort of have these yellow and black spread, like the guy walking with the black pants and the yellow shirt. And once the numbers get huge, you go, something's not right.
Right.
Okay, so like that.
Yellow dune. What is that? A dune buggy?
What is the thing with the two front wheels and the rear?
Whatever that thing is.
Okay, so right now everything's a lot closer to normal. Okay, so as we're getting to the Ralphs here. There's just one, but don't you think that's a little strange parking?
Yeah.
Like take a picture or whatever. Like he had to exert energy.
I know.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he wanted to exert the energy to try to provoke me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Instead of outliving his daily life, his obsession is how can I get at Kevin? But I don't know the guy, right? It's like we're not talking some little joke here from a friend or something. We're talking.
This is where that security guard was like cussing you out and stuff, right? That lady?
Yeah, this is a little back there is where the security company lady was fault. They tried to set me up with that Angelique girl and those people pretending to be like touristy.
Right.
And then she follows me. You're weird, and she tries to jump in front of the car, and she's holding her cell phone.
I remember that. There's 2 backwards cars up here.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay, get that. Okay, so say it to the camera.
There's, holy shit. There's 2 backwards cars up here, though. Oh, and right there.
Okay, so...
on the right-hand side over here.
Okay, your voice is, you're like really tired today.
I am, I'm sorry. I keep yawning.
Okay, so, so right here.
Yeah.
You gotta say it to the camera. The
2
camera...
backwards cars right here together.
Okay, in pairs,
in
right?
Pairs. Well, yeah, 2.
Okay, so, like, already is something in you, like...
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking backwards cars together, in pairs.
In pairs. Okay, not just backwards.
No, in pairs.
Even though, up until 2011, most people parked forwards. I'm not going to say everyone.
And there's always a car, I've noticed this too, in here that parks backwards. Have you noticed that too?
Over here?
Yeah, like how on earth?
Yeah, well, I have people doing these crazy things here, and this is some of the ones I was explaining. How like it's got to be like 100-point freaking turn.
That's what I'm. Yes.
And they're doing it directed at me with cryptic cars and the names of the cars. Things aren't as bad right now as they normally are, and I think that's because you're kind of in town.
Maybe.
But they're still going on. So what do you see over here?
2 backwards cars together.
In pairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now remember, you can zoom if you want, but you don't have to. Okay, so, okay, so that's, hey, I just want to get some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But...
there's 50.
Okay, and then they're going to lie and go, well, Kevin's too sensitive, and he sees,
Okay, I got it.
Okay, say it though, say
2 cars together, backwards.
In pairs?
In pairs. Well, if I say 2 together, I guess. Okay. Should I say pairs?
Just as, I think it's solidified. Okay. What's over here, in this corner over here?
Oh, 2 pairs. 2 cars in pairs.
Okay, so now, and this guy's actually waiting in the discovery here. He's waiting for us. Okay, so now am I a public nuisance to all these people?
No.
Or are they a public nuisance to me?
Right. Kevin, you're not doing anything to bother
Correct.
anybody.
Oh, but Brittany, you just
took a picture.
Perverted and harassed all these people with this camera.
That's stupid.
Right?
It doesn't make any type of sense, no.
And I'm not actually accusing Brittany here of committing a crime. I'm being sarcastic because the things that are being said to me, especially by people in the LAPD,
are absolutely ridiculous.
And where why, by the way, which needs to be explained, is exactly what Brittany just said. Absolutely fucking ridiculous, right? It doesn't make any sense, and yet they keep arresting me and following me and ratcheting down. You're a crazy man.
For taking photos.
Well, for getting proof of the crimes against me, but it all starts because I just simply wanted to get in photography.
Right, which is...
and it's like, well, you went to the beach and you put your camera on a tripod and someone intentionally walked in front of it while you took a picture and they're running around saying, I ruined their life because I took their picture. Well, what if I did take their picture?
Like,
who cares?
Like, people take pictures all the time.
Exactly. Right, I got like people working with Universal Studios. You took pictures on our property. Well, don't you have 100,000 tourists a day with cameras on your property?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, they do. It's not time for them.
Yeah, so what does they want me to say? I got these random people running around going, Kevin, why is this happening? Why is this being done to you? And they want me to say something that's totally crazy sounding, like Universal Studios is hunting me down because I took a picture on Universal Studios property. They'd be like, Kevin, you're fucking crazy. Okay, what do you see right here?
2 Priuses, a pair of Priuses.
Okay, usually there's a third one. And those ones actually have been there for years.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder.
At one point, on and off, we had like 8 black Jeeps right around this block corner in here.
There's one. No, that's an Audi.
Yeah, but they've been doing groups of Audis a couple weeks ago around here.
Sorry.
No, it's just easier to take the picture with the windows open.
Do you want me to turn the air off?
I was actually turning the heat on, window down, right? Does that make sense?
I don't know. Maybe it makes sense.
Well, we'll
Are
see
you
if it
hot
makes-
or cold?
No, I'm fine. I wanted to try to figure out a way that
You can turn on.
though I could keep the window down so you could get
Yeah,
easier
keep the window
pictures.
down. I'm not
Yeah.
cold. I'm hot.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Sweating.
Okay,
Can I
so.
face this towards you? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Are you
either
cold?
way. No, I was trying to make you comfortable
Oh.
because you had a problem before, or you didn't want the window down before.
No, this is just my hair. It's blowing
Oh,
away.
your hair.
Yeah, no, I don't mind the window. It's
Okay.
totally cool with me. I didn't bring a hair tie.
Okay, so you've only been to like what, one parking lot?
Right. 1.5.
Okay, remember these things were really bad at my dad's office in Northridge. Everywhere, right? Wherever I go, mass groups show up, amplifying what they're already doing. Does that make sense?
Yes. And do you ever get like pulled over for driving through parking lots?
No,
That's
the
not
cops
okay.
used to pull me over before I understood what was going on, and they'd harass me
Yeah.
and I guess skull fuck me or what. Like they play these mind games. I'm thinking, why the cops keep pulling me over, harassing me? I don't understand, right? It's like.
Because you're not doing anything.
No, but then they're turning around and I have some kind of personal vendetta. I'm like, will you just tell me what's going on? You're imagining it.
Right.
So you can't you can't be both ways, right?
Right.
If I've done something, then you can tell me what I've done to justify this worldwide.
Right.
Okay, so we're going into this gas station.
Do you need gas?
No.
Oh.
There's a Starbucks here, and I used to come in here to get
Yeah, I
coffee. Get your
remember the
camera ready.
videos.
You people always follow me instantly after I come here or waiting beforehand. Cars backwards in twos, identical cars, you name it. So right now all I see is one red truck backwards. We're on the trucks backwards, which is rare. Usually it's a lot worse.
Right.
If I go in there and get coffee for 10 minutes and come out,
Starbucks?
either way, it won't matter.
Yeah, you can't.
Just note the Jeep. Usually there's
Black
like
cars.
maybe 2-300E Mercedes or something right here.
Okay. Oh, is that it?
Maybe 2 cars back. Well, here's an actual Mercedes. Let's see.
Right.
This is a
Three vans.
300, C300.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 3 vans
3
right there.
kind of possible SUV-ish vans,
Vans.
which could or could not be. So like sometimes I just loop right around here instantly within 10 minutes cars show up. Less than 10 minutes, within minutes. Okay? And so what that says is people are actually waiting in their cars. I gotta get some energy in you here.
I'm really sorry. I don't know why I'm so tired.
Okay, so what is that?
A backwards white truck.
And there was a one right there, backwards truck.
There's 2 backwards. Pair.
Okay, and you notice there's a good 10 backwards there, and
Yeah.
one is actually a gray soul, which a couple days ago they were following me around with souls, right? Okay, so it's very non-aggressive right now. I think. Okay, you can't see it, but there's pairs of 2s backwards there.
How would they even park backwards on the street like that? Crazy.
Well, they'll just do whatever it takes to try to remove me from society, right? And they're told. I remember at one point we had 40% cars all across LA area taking off license plates all directed at
I
me.
remember that.
Okay, so what's that?
A backwards white, or no, forwards white truck.
Or a black truck.
Oh, there's a white one too.
Is there?
Yeah, right across over there.
But
Oh,
he's
that
forwards.
one's backwards.
No, okay, look.
2.
2 what? Come on, say it.
Backwards trucks in
What
a
color?
pair. Blackish gray.
Okay, 2 black.
Oh, it's black, it's just dirty. 2 black.
2 black.
Backwards trucks.
2 black
Together.
backwards pickup trucks in pairs together pointing towards the building. You probably can't see that very well on this camera unless you look as we're arriving, but
Is this like your daily loop? Like, do you do this?
well, it just depends. Like when I used to go to Golden State Sports Medical, I'd go out this way and I'd stop and get coffee at the Starbucks.
2 reds or oranges together.
Right, I would get coffee at the Starbucks and proceed to work. And and proceed to work, and things would happen simply trying to get coffee.
Right.
Okay, example, if I'm putting sugar in the coffee and stirring it, and a little drop goes on the counter, cops would follow me with this, like, you're a public nuisance based on you farted wrong, right?
Right.
And that's what's created this entire situation since day one.
For farting?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what my daily pattern... Oh. Over here. What's that?
Backwards white truck.
Backwards white truck.
I think I got that one twice. So that's good.
Okay, so backwards white. There was... Oh, the black one looks like he just left. So what's your... I know we did this kind of last time, but I'd sort of like to redo it.
Sure.
Because what's your opinion on this? I mean, their argument is that Kevin Perlman is violent, paranoid, schizo. He's crazy. He sees things that aren't there.
You're not a violent, paranoid, schizo. You're not crazy. Like, I'm seeing everything that you're seeing. And I'm not saying it's not happening or whatever, because I've seen it, and it is.
So you would agree... I think I had the same exact questioning last time. You would agree that it's a conspiracy. It's involving manipulated situations where groups of people are being told, do these things directed at someone, correct?
Right.
It can't happen any other way.
No, it can't. I mean, coincidence?
Yeah.
It's too much. And for too long, and it never There's one backwards.
Okay, so yeah. We're just gonna go fast. If you don't get it, that's fine. So say, what did you just see?
Backwards truck.
Backwards gray pickup.
God, you must have like super good multitasking skills, huh? You have to.
I've worked with computers all my life, and that's
true.
what computers are doing 10 things at once because you're waiting for progress bars and...
Right, but I mean in life too. I mean, like with this, like you pick up on things that...
I might just be trained to...
That too.
You know...
I know. Jeez, wasn't there a pumpkin patch or something there? They've changed this a lot, huh? This is weird. I haven't...
Since when?
When did I live in Encino? 2 years ago?
Okay, so coming back here, we got...
Two backwards. It's backwards orange.
Okay, yeah, so the Charger is backwards with the red pickup there, right?
Yes. And there was a temperature. Wasn't there a field there, like with pumpkins? Or like,
yeah, they used to do pumpkin patches. Like,
why don't they do that now?
because everyone's consumed with trying to put Kevin Perlman in a mental institution
like
instead of going out
insane.
living their lives, I guess.
It doesn't make any sense. Why the fuck do I keep yawning, Kevin?
I don't know. It's like you seem to have came when you first...
Oh my god. Is there a drive-thru anywhere? Just like drink? Drive-thru drink?
It's already 11:46, so I don't think we have the time. You're gonna have to suck it up.
I'll try. There was 3 white cars together, so I took a picture.
Oh, okay. You gotta call them out.
2 right there, not backwards, but together. White cars. Do you want me to take pictures of the non-backwards ones? Or no?
Say it again?
Of the ones that aren't backwards? Do you want me to take
Anything that
pictures?
looks like a mental illness type of pairs of twos. Here's the focus list if you want. It's pretty much the same as...
I'm still in orange cars. Have you noticed that today? Like there was like 2
orange. There is an
like
orange pattern has emerged since last week. And I'm trying to remember... I don't remember their trigger mechanism, but one of the things they're mad at me about orange is that they're mad at me for ordering Orange Dream machines at Jamba Juice, trying to... Just remember we talked about the camouflage?
Yeah.
Same thing. Kevin is crazy because he ordered an Orange Dream, and it's about this, and it's about that, and all of a sudden someone's filling in the gaps with bullshit psychological stupidity, right?
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
And it probably goes to my family, because you notice how my mother always, like, puts these words in my mouth, right? It's
well, she
like,
can't.
like
Yeah.
she keeps following me around and taking every aspect of my life, turning it into some kind of one of her fantasies, right? And she's not there, right? She's not part of it. She doesn't know.
Right. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. It's hard with your mom too because it's hard to believe like the truth. She seems so sweet and like she loves you, but then on the flip side,
it's like this. Like the way I describe it, like this kind of this frail old, too sensitive woman that has the ability to push the nuclear button whenever she's not happy or something, and then all hell breaks. Right? It's like the resources. Look, there's a lot of crazy people out there,
right?
But they don't have the power,
no,
to do things with people.
Not on the level.
Okay, so this is gonna get really aggressive probably in this lot. Okay, we are now by the 24-hour fitness. There's a Starbucks over there. There's a Jumbo over here. At one point, they all were told to put up one windshield wiper over in this corner here, directed at me when I was going to Starbucks over there by a black girl working with those people with the black Chargers.
There's lots of security guards around here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry,
Okay, so...
Oh, there's two Chargers.
Okay, so didn't I just say Chargers?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so don't you think there's something to that when I'm talking about the black girl over here in Starbucks with having black people egg mob me while I'm on my bicycle, and then black Chargers with the black employee here following around from place to place, and yet instantly while I'm talking about that, we have two black Chargers backwards here.
Right.
Right here by the Jamba. Right here.
Oh, there's two guys.
Okay, come on. You're in the field here. No brakes. Okay, one's a black Charger too, right?
Another Charger or Challenger, yeah, similar.
Okay, so two pairs here, two pairs there. Out of the two pairs, three black Chargers.
Yeah.
Or three Chargers.
Crazy. Yeah. Did they say something?
I think he said like look out or something, whatever.
Oh.
Okay.
There's just a lot
so now all up and down these roads. This is lot alone. I probably have audio recorded something like 500 to 1,000 people honking their alarm horns twice in one day at me.
I've seen, yeah, the videos from this lot. I remember that.
Okay, this is also the lot where the samurai stalker dude.
I remember that too.
Okay, so wait, what's over here? Come on.
Oh, is that three?
Come on, we're at work here. We're at work.
There's four right there. Four backwards cars.
Okay, so right here in this corner, two pairs backwards together. We obviously can't get them all, but we got to get enough to say this is just beyond any level of insane, right?
Here, two pickup trucks together backwards.
One's actually a GMC, but
oh, my bad.
Same thing. Well, what's the difference, right?
I don't have any clue.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to 24-hour fitness here, and they're mad at me. Why? Because I joined the gym and I went 4 times a week, and that's crazy and out of control. And usually it's really aggressive at all gyms worldwide because I've also committed the gym crime of working out, and every person in the place cries wolf that I've done all these things to them, which doesn't make sense.
That's a huge gym. Or it looks
24 hour, yeah, but... Okay, what's over there?
Two backwards.
Two pairs. Okay. And Brittany's getting used to photography.
Yes. I like it.
The numbers are down here that they usually are.
Oh, shit. Can we pull over there?
What do you see?
In a minute.
Oh, two 300Es. Yeah. There's the two. Remember I mentioned two 300Es at the gas station over there. Now we're over here. Remember, they do this worldwide. Okay, and over, this is kind of by itself, but...
Another one?
Just take its picture just for the hell of it.
A lean.
Okay, so now think about this. You're now triggered. So, what's over there? Someone... Okay, state it.
Two backwards cars.
Okay, you're now triggered to think about Mercedes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, by the... Wait, right here.
What?
A Lexus 300 next to the Mercedes 300.
Yeah, I took a picture of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, but you see the pairs of Lexuses. Okay, now you're triggered to think about Mercedes, right?
Oh my God, there's a shitload.
Okay, so now they've just planted the
three.
seed.
3 Mercedes.
Okay, I don't know what model that is, but that's a gray Mercedes backwards next to a 500 gray Mercedes.
And the red Mercedes.
Okay, get both of those.
Truck thing. There's a third right there. Oh no, did this thing die or something? Got it.
Okay, so now you're triggered to think about Mercedes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now these psychological terror tactics, you're thinking about Mercedes. And what was the first thing you saw? Well, we have a 250 Mercedes there, might or might not be something. You have a second backwards Mercedes, a black Mercedes over here. Right?
Yes.
Oh, wait. A 300, a red 300 Mercedes.
Oh crap!
Just you don't have to look through it. You just point it.
Oh.
Look, yeah. Right. Look, give me this. You just go like this.
Oh.
You don't have to look through it.
Sorry.
It's wide. It's wide
I'm
angle.
learning.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, so we got another Mercedes here, and then what really makes it obvious, right here. Don't worry about the glass refraction. The two C300 white cars together here, and what's right there?
2 backwards cars.
Okay.
There.
I mean, come on, Brittany. We haven't even really gone anywhere yet.
Right.
Okay, so now, let's see.
That was a shitload of Mercedes right there.
Right? Isn't that strange? And I'm not saying this is Warner Center, Woodland Hills, so there's probably going to be a good amount of Mercedes drivers.
But that's weird to me. Like, how come they're both like I don't know. Anyway, facing each other.
So
backwards.
because so they're told, right? Everyone's
Are
told.
these ones backwards?
Yeah, three groupings of threes backwards together here. But you gotta say it because I don't want it to look like I'm filling in.
There's a lot of backwards cars right here.
Yeah, all the cars backwards here, not all, but let's say 80%, probably higher,
Look at all these guys.
are directed at me.
That's Mercedes. Another one, all these white ones and stuff together in here.
Yeah.
Oh, in here.
More 300s, white 300s.
There's just white everything.
So what they do is they kind of group them together. Like for example, let's say all these people are going to the gym that have Mercedes.
Yeah.
They look for each
Hey, look,
Mercedes.
Iowa. Sorry, I'm from Iowa.
Oh, okay.
Iowa license plate. This guy. A Honda, not a Mercedes. So.
Okay, so just notice, what's that?
A white. Oh, 2 trucks together.
Black pickup backwards, and then over
pickup.
here,
Red pickup.
Backwards.
Okay,
and
so another backwards.
And this is kind of the Starbucks location that has been stalking me, even to the point where they had Shanna Bryan Seva follow me here from my father's office.
Serious?
Yeah.
All the way here?
Uh-huh. I can't tell you where she lives, but...
Oh, I just thought you meant from the office.
No. I don't know if it was a weekday or a week. I have no clue. I just remember she came in and I'm like, I don't want to talk to this piece of crap, right? And then they start whistling at me when I didn't say anything to her, like I did something to her, right? Like, okay,
That's
so,
ridiculous.
anyways, you get the idea. We're just going to random lots here.
Do you like living in the valley?
Not really. I mean,
I guess like anywhere probably isn't like great, but like
I've been here for so long, and it's like it's boring. It's just I'm a little more uppity and open-minded, you know. Like,
yes,
I like Chicago at 3 a.m. when there's people walking in the middle of the city, or New York City, or.
Have you been all these places?
Oh yeah. I like obviously watery beachfront areas. If I had a nice big house in Malibu or San Francisco or off the ocean, but
amazing.
you know,
Money,
lots
moolah.
of moolah there. Okay, but that's what I was telling you. I want my house on Tiburon with a big view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Nice.
That would be so nice.
A good several acres to run around in and do different things, because for me, trying to get out is pure insanity because someone wants to lock me in a cage. It's very strange, right?
That's beyond.
Yeah.
How long were you? What part of New York did you go to? Or the Hollow?
never lived there. I just visited New York, like down in the city area.
Like New York City?
Yeah, New York City.
And like more?
I can't remember the specific. It was so long ago. The specific areas, you know, down by. Geez, I don't remember. You know, wherever the business district, the main. But kind of close to Manhattan, I guess. But
I've never been. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, I have some relatives I don't speak to in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Like uncles or cousins?
Yeah, my Uncle Stuart.
Uncle? Oh.
Yeah, I don't really have anything against my Uncle Stuart, but I just.
Mom's or dad's side?
My mom's side. It's just my mom says things to me. It's the last time I was out there, my nephew Alejandro was getting bar mitzvah, and I was down there, and mass people were working on me, and my brother was saying things about putting me in a mental institution or I'm crazy. I can't remember exactly, and I'm like, I'm fucking out of here, I'm leaving. And Mom's like, you can't leave, there's a fucking bar mitzvah, and
but you left.
I didn't leave, I stuck it out, but it was like, you're trying to stay around these people, and they're trying to make you look crazy, and strangers, or I'm going out at night to take walks in the city, from the hotel room, everyone's doing the same things that happen here. I say something to my brother, he says something about looking at women and I'm crazy or something like that, right? Well, remember, my mom says the whole Christy Reynolds thing is a death stare, so I need to be locked in a mental institution. That's the hidden, that's the translation.
I've never seen you look at any woman or anyone inappropriately ever. I'm serious.
I don't think I have. I mean, when I was younger, I kind of like did like a shy look up and go, she's cute, but never a stare, never,
like staring at them.
Never like a,
no,
right? Just kind of like, oh, she's cute, and maybe too shy to talk to her. But so looking at a girl and thinking for a couple seconds and thinking, I'm too, I don't know what to say or whatever, and she's attractive, is not the same thing as a death stare.
Not even close.
Okay, so that's where everything's like this in my life, right?
Not disrespectful at all.
Yeah, so I'm being hunted by these worldwide groups because in 8th grade, I was attracted to Christy Reynolds. Yeah, and I don't know if I call it a crush, but just attracted to.
Sorry.
And I was too shy to really talk to her and this and that, and so it was. I'm not gonna say it might be a little weird.
What's weird?
Like for me to kind of keep checking out Christy Reynolds.
Why is that weird?
Maybe she felt uncomfortable or something.
I mean, I'm
well, she did actually. She said, "Why do you keep looking at me?" And I was too shy to admit that I liked her.
So what did you say? Remember?
I don't remember, but after that, that's when Tom Farley hooked up with Tracy Picos and tried to thug, intimidate, guilt, get false confession. That's when they had Jason Gordon punch me in the stomach, and that's when Ryan Weaver bullied Ryan Hirsch, and they said that I have anger and rage, and I beat up and I'm bullying Ryan Hirsch, and all these, and then they turn around the Jason Gordon thing on me. They punched me in the stomach, and my mother was doing cryptic messages with the movie Creep Show and the cockroaches and the character Reynolds.
That was gross.
Remember the character Reynolds?
Yes.
Okay, all these things are linked and related because they don't know how to deal with situations that really aren't a big deal anyways. It's their self-fulfilling prophecy, you know what I'm saying? My family obsesses on these things that don't matter, and they turn these molehills into the Alps. The friggin' Mount Fuji, I don't know, right? Like,
what is this Mount Fuji big? Is Mount Fuji big?
Yeah, I mean.
And what is the biggest?
Everest, whatever.
Is that the biggest? I'm not good with geography. I never have been. No, I'm sorry. Random question.
Sorry, I'm not an Encyclopedia Galactica.
Clearly me either. Okay, I don't know which north, south, east, west is.
My point is that they take a frickin' zit and they turn it into a frickin'
Terminator.
A frickin' volcano.
Ew. I guess.
Okay, so I said Galactica, I meant Britannica, whatever.
Britannica?
either way, if you're into space things. The point is that, right, you get the idea that I'm still being hunted at 47 by worldwide support because for checking out Kristen Reynolds.
Right.
Worldwide. How is this a worldwide thing, right?
I don't know. Because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it's crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull. There's a whole bunch of things in here. There's a hot dog joint here. There's a Starbucks. There's a Boss. There's a CVS. These are just locations I've been to. That are. I mean, I've noticed it everywhere, but I'm more familiar with how they operate, right? Like you might say these two blue cars together, and a third one is probably intentional, but there's not enough there to prove it. Right. Okay, over here. What do you see over here?
Where? Oh, the two backwards cars. Two backwards cars together.
Okay, and a stray Mercedes, right? Oh, is there a Charger?
That black one?
Oh yeah, backwards Charger. So you can see how they're probably telling everyone with Chargers, and there's another black Charger here too, right? Wait, okay, they're together actually, they're close. Let's get this on video. Okay, so you can see how these two black Chargers with the Batman sticker are migrating by each other, right? So when they're looking to park, like let's say the guy's going to Big 5 here, right?
Yeah.
He's going to say, oh, I see that black Charger over there. I'm going to park next to him. Right. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's not, it's for Kevin, but it's not for Kevin. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, in case Kevin veers this direction, we're here to do these things to him.
Close, not backwards.
Yeah, that's not really enough there to... Yeah. I mean, it probably is, but when you're trying to prove... Oh, over there.
A backwards light truck. Oh, God, who's honking?
He's there. He's honking at him. Okay, over there. Backwards. So that black backwards truck. You can't see this on camera. Two cars together backwards, a pickup and some other car. Right? We're just driving random. It used to be really bad here, over here by the Starbucks area. There's a Starbucks over there. Why? Sense. Because Kevin likes coffee. Right. Okay, what do you see in this corner here?
Two backwards cars together.
Right? And there's... At one point, they had RAV4s parking in front of my house, and they had like 10 RAV4s here. Really? Yeah. Okay, so two cars backwards together here in pairs. And over here...
Two trucks.
Two black pickup trucks together. Now, to be fair to the black pickups, maybe these guys work together or whatever. Yeah. But, you know, OG, they got caught in the mix of 100 million. Speaking of RAV4s.
That's so crazy.
And a Dodge Charger over here. Another? You don't really need to get that picture because it's not provable, right? Okay. Like, if they're not together. That's a lot of Chargers now. Right? So you get the idea, right? Yeah.
Well, some red cars over here more than this.
Yeah.
There's lots of Mustangs too, right? I've seen a shitload of Mustangs today.
I haven't seen. They do use Mustangs, and they're mad about. My father's like mad about Andrew Adelman and his Mustang or something like that. Well, my brother's friend. Remember we were talking about Kermandy, Andrew. Mitch Viner, the whole Clerks thing, Dante's View Row with Mike Huntley, where they sent Mike Huntley after me, and
I'm so afraid to make left turns. I'm glad you're not.
And where were we? Mitch Viner, Mike Huntley. Andy was the guy. He had a green Mustang. He wore a Confederate hat.
Seriously? Oh my God.
These are all like jokey kid things, but then it turns out that they're actually trying to make me look like a white supremacist. My brother and his friends, we sort of talked about this, went off and did all their road ragey public nuisance shit that he pinned on me, right? When they were 16. Right. And Andy had a 67 shit green convertible.
Nice.
Mustang, and he wore a Confederate hat. He wore a Confederate hat. I don't know why. He called the car Norma.
Norma.
I guess Norma is supposed to be a horse, right? Because it's a Mustang. Somehow that translates into Kevin's full of anger, rage, is involved in all these road rage crimes, is, I don't know, they're doing all this weird oh, I'm a white supremacist, but he's wearing the Confederate hat, right? Things that don't make sense. We were talking about Karen, his girlfriend, which we merged together, Candy, or Candy, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what you said. I like that.
And the whole story behind Karen was she was originally Mitch Viner's girlfriend, who they ended up cheating. They ended up cheating on. She started cheating on Mitch with Andy, and then they found out, and so. You know, the whole drama thing. This shit happens every day in high school or whatever, or in life. People ending up cheating on people or whatever, right? And so, after she broke up with Mitch and went with Andy, everyone called her Kermandy. Candy or Kermandy, whatever, I can't remember. And merged them because they're always together.
Right.
And for all I know, all these Karens coming after me have something to do with Candy, Kermandy, I don't know.
Kermandy. What is it? The permit. Rob. Kermandy.
Yeah.
There's two red ones together.
Okay, yeah, so.
Two red ones together.
And so now you're starting to see what they're doing, and obviously some of them are coincidences,
right.
But a lot aren't. And so, why would someone do that to someone, right? Well, Dempsey states, how do we force people into mental institutions?
Make them all crazy and take their rights away?
Correct. I don't like this guy. Anytime you're talking about forcing someone into something, it's because they don't like them. They hate them.
Right,
it's not about their packaged bullshit. Right?
Well, right. Unless they're like literally not keep themselves alive, then there's
okay, but that's different. Like if I'm sitting on the corner of the sidewalk shaking, and they're like, "Do you have a home?" No, and this and that. Okay, that's different. Right. But if I'm sitting there like
you have a home,
chilling at a Starbucks with a laptop, getting work done, or reading a book, I gotta put you in a mental institution because you went to 4 coffee shops this week, so now you need to be in a mental institution. Well, you're not trying to put me in a mental institution because I went to 4 coffee shops this week and that's too much.
No.
You're doing it because you hate my guts and you want me dead and gone.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't go to a coffee shop? Like, lots of people do go to different coffee shops.
I mean, some do, some don't, right? But the point is that that's their prerogative.
It's normal, though.
Some people, who knows how many times per week, go down to the whole club bar scene on Hollywood and have drinks with their friends or whatever, right? Nobody gives a shit. Okay, now check out these small little, they're kind of spread, that's hard to...
Yeah, but there's all the same color and it's really dark.
Okay, I think this is where the Peruvian place was, which they put like steel wool and shit in the food and things like that.
What? Seriously? Did you get hurt?
No, I complained and they didn't care because they wanted me dead. But
steel wool?
Yeah. Like little strands.
Yeah.
There's fucking something metal. The Togos by that Starbucks over there, the lot by the 24-hour fitness, the guy put a dime in the sandwich,
In the sandwich? Mm-hmm. And what did they say when you said that?
Well, first they played this game, like, trying to make me look crazy, and then they tried to say...
You put it in there?
I put it in there. The same old things that the police are doing to me, right?
I hate that.
And, I was there about a year ago, and I got a confession stating I didn't do it, that other guy did it, or something like that. But the point is that the confession is on video that they did do it. Yeah. Correct?
regardless of who.
Okay, so when the police are running around going, Kevin's crazy, and he's doing this to himself and that to himself, and he's just so happy and this and that. I have proof, and they don't want that proof.
So happy.
They'll say anything. They're trying to stop me from protecting myself,
right,
or holding people accountable. Okay, so over here,
3 backwards cars together.
3 backwards cars together. Okay, now notice how everything's going normal, right?
Right.
Okay, so they're groupings.
Just sporadically. Oh, look, over there, there's
okay, as we get to this corner. By the way, that camera feels good, doesn't it?
I love it. Awesome.
Okay, now kind of over here.
2 reds together, though. I bet you go through a shitload of gas, don't you?
Okay.
2 trucks, 1 backwards.
Yeah, this thing doesn't get the best mileage. Yeah, 2 trucks, 1 facing each other with the face-off thingy we were talking about. Yeah.
I was talking about those 2.
Oh, there's more. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
This is the Peruvian joint, which...
Oh, Peruvian food?
The food's pretty good, but this is all sorts of things.
Like,
if I go in there, what'll happen is 10 minutes later, people start walking back and forth outside here with matching clothing colors and things like that, and people start showing up.
There's another charger. Steel wool in your food?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That could, like, damage.
Correct. That could, putting metal objects in food for people to eat. It's not the healthiest of things, right?
Not even close.
But they're not doing anything wrong, because
it's fine if you
I'm just not allowed to tell anyone, because that's a crime, because I'm a public nuisance if I tell someone, especially the police. That's where I met a private investigator who screwed me over.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one is the one that helped or did, and then wouldn't give you the video? Or like
that was that guy.
It was. Is that the guy that went to Washington, D.C.?
No, that's a different one. That was Greg Miller. This guy, we did the Starbucks down over here with that hot dog where the blue cars were.
Yeah.
And he was playing these games, I don't know, the same game. I don't know you, but I know you. And then we get it on video, and I'm texting him the whole time the things he's going to see. Just the same types of things I'm doing with you right now.
Yeah.
And he gets it on video, and after that, he starts...
being weird?
First he says, yeah, I got everything on video.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, well, let's leave, and let's get some food here at the hot dog place. I want you to meet this guy working with me. He's a professor, and this and that. And then all of a sudden, I don't know. And then he works some angle to try to make it look like I'm trying to be friends with him. And then he goes, there's nothing on video here, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then we get this big old thing like, wait, I just paid you my fucking money. You went out, you did this. Now you're not going to give me the video?
That's bullshit.
No. There's nothing there.
Give you the video if you paid for it.
Correct. And then he starts playing these games like, well, I talked to my lawyer, this and that. I said, so? I paid you for a job. You have proof of the crime. The crime needs to go to the police. This and that.
To my lawyer about what?
He's just making up stupid shit, trying to make me think I did something wrong.
Right.
And then he won't give me my money back.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you paid him a pretty penny. They're not that cheap. Are they?
Some are.
Really? Oh.
I mean, look.
Assume, like, PI.
No, I mean, listen. This is private investigating isn't freaking brain surgery here.
Well, I know. I just figured that they could charge a lot because people want.
They can, but I mean, look. Let's be honest. Let's say you hire some guy per hour.
Yeah.
Well, what does it take for some guy to sit in a fucking coffee shop or at a restaurant, pick his ass, and get some surveillance video? I mean, $100 an hour.
Damn, that'd be nice, right?
Okay. Now you kind of meet some of the, hey, we're elite or whatever, and they want more money. But let's be realistic. The things I'm doing here to just simply show to prove a point.
Yeah.
Don't take a heavy wallet. But I have met people that wanted like
$10 million.
No,
I'm just kidding.
You know, like a couple grand or something. which is expensive for a day.
Yes.
And it didn't matter. It was always the same type of cover-up bullshit, right? I had some people down in, they called themselves like Empire or something. They changed their name after I hired them.
Weird.
Yeah, because they were trying to hint about things, and they tried to sort of make it look like I was searching for the Julia Sophia girl off IRC. The same thing Roddy Morales was working on. And so they wanted me to meet Down and Downey, and they're playing all these mind games, and, you know, I'm like, enough's enough. Oh, and that's right, and they're like, okay, just pay attention a lot
here. Right here, charger, backward.
And a Mustang backwards on that side. They play these games like, oh, you're not allowed to talk to the PI.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, look,
What the fuck?
I need to talk to the PI. I need to know who's going to be down there counter-surveillancing me.
Right.
I don't want surprises. I want to wonder what's going on if someone's there. And I need to show him what he's going to see. No, we have our own way of doing things. Well, then, that's unacceptable because he doesn't know
He works for you.
what he's going to see.
Right.
And they try to control the information like everyone else. They want to take the money and go, here's nothing in return, right? And you're crazy.
Right.
Yeah. And so once it gets to the point where I'm smart enough to see what they're doing, they get angry. And so, okay, here, call this number, you can talk to the PI. They have a female come on the phone. The female,
There's two right there.
and they're similar, right?
Right here,
Right,
yeah.
the Tahoe and the Sequoia are very similar. Pairs of twos backwards.
Yep.
You gotta voice it to the camera.
Sorry.
So what did you see? Tell the camera.
2 pairs of twos backwards in that lot.
Okay, 2 pairs of
So
twos.
4 cars total.
Okay. So then they have a girl on the phone pretending to be a PI, and she's skating this way and that way. And then finally she'll make a claim like, well, you know, we tried to work with you, but you're impossible and you're difficult and you're harassing her.
What?
Yeah. Well, the guy said it, but
Really?
you know, but they're all sort of working together, right?
How would you be harassing them?
Because I didn't do what I was told.
Right, but
I had a counter argument based on what I wanted. Does that make sense?
Right.
And I'm not allowed to pay a private investigator or a car mechanic to do the job correctly. I have to do it how they want to do it and get ripped off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you call that bullying, right?
Yes.
Thugging, bullying, I want your money. So then I go, fine, you know what? I'm not dealing with your bullshit.
Right.
Give me my fucking money back.
And they
made
said
me
no.
pay a down payment or something. No, you can't have your money back. You signed a contract stating that you pay us. And
That's garbage.
they're all strategically planned out. So finally I yelped them. Yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. They try to set me up. They try to make it look like I'm stalking this Julia Sophia Reynosa to cover up these police operations. Well, you know, they call me up and he's like, you know what, Kevin? I saw that Yelp you did, and you know, you can right your wrong by using us or something. I never said you couldn't use us. I said all you have to do is give me my fucking money back. Right. No, you can't have your money back, but you can still use us. Well, I don't want to use you because you refuse to do what I need. Right. Well, no, see, Kevin, so I hope you, oh, what do you see?
3 quarters backwards in the corner.
Oh, yeah, in the corner by Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, so Kevin, you do realize what you did wrong, right?
What did you do wrong?
Correct. It's always the same type of, like, brainwashing thing, right? It's like, yeah, whatever, get lost. That Yelp's not coming down.
Why on earth would you want to use them?
You wouldn't.
Exactly.
It's simple. All you do is need to call someone up and go, this is what I need. Yeah. Yes, I can provide that. It's a done deal. It shouldn't go beyond that. No. I deal with this from every programmer to every person on the planet whether it's programmers, ghostwriters, you name it, all skating this way and that way to make my life 100,000,000% impossible.
Right.
To try to why? Do you understand why?
Yeah, to try and make you react and look crazy and to remove you from society.
Correct, because if it's one douchebag, you just walk away from them. But if they're packaged tactics, you can't walk away from it. You're locked in to a hostile situation that you're told you're imagining.
Right.
Okay, so even though this isn't obvious, this corner backwards car, this CVS, and this corner over here backwards car. Usually there's a lot more. What do you see over there?
2 red cars.
2 red cars.
Backwards truck.
Okay, we're getting a little more aggressive over here. Notice how everything's forward in this entire lot.
Except for
most of the lot.
Right there together,
and then 2 together over there. And then we have a backwards truck here. And what's that?
Backwards truck again.
So this backwards truck is by that backwards truck. And those
2 red cars. Or vehicles.
2 red cars migrating to each other. Okay, so we're out in the Northridge area, by the way.
Is this Northridge, yeah?
This is Northridge. We're now we're way out of Woodland Hills. That's the point I wanted to make.
Do they have a drive-through coffee right here?
What?
I thought they had a drive-through Starbucks somewhere close to here. No?
I don't know. There's a
Starbucks
Starbucks on every corner.
I didn't even think that through.
There are some Starbucks this way.
I don't want to have to go in and take forever. That's why I didn't know what a drive-through.
Oh, you want coffee?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do a drive. If we see a drive-through.
I don't want you to get in trouble for going to drive-through Starbucks, though.
No, I won't go to Starbucks.
Okay.
I'll go somewhere else.
There's one backwards truck over here.
Oh, there's a Barclays out here. They don't like me going there. That's a good one.
What's Barclays?
It's just a coffee shop. And to briefly give a overview of Barclays, I would leave Golden State Sports Medical at like 5 p.m. and just want to relax and get some coffee. Remember, some of the threats across the internet worldwide are like no relaxing for you, nigger.
Oh my god.
And pardon my language, but that's what they said. Okay, black pickup.
I got it already.
Okay, so Brandon, a black X-ray tech at my father's office, was working with groups of black people following me to Barclays Coffee, and then of course, in between that, all the employees at Barclays and everyone else with worldwide groups showing up working on me. The same things with the cars and clothing colors when I try to go and relax. Every coffee shop in the world, just like you're seeing the cars here.
Yeah. Every coffee.
But the longer I'm at the coffee shop, people are actively showing up.
I think that's a drive-through one, but you can't do
No. But take pictures. There is a Starbucks here. Take pictures.
the Starbucks?
The cars.
Oh. Brittany.
By the Starbucks. And they all look normal there for some reason.
Yeah, they do.
That's different. Now remember the whole Starbucks thing? We don't really know.
That was a made-up lie that you threatened all Starbucks.
Correct. Starbucks themselves, this is important. Starbucks themselves never told me that I can't go to any Starbucks worldwide.
Right.
The LAPD said it, and didn't see hop my fence putting a piece of paper on my house saying Starbucks doesn't want you there.
Right.
But why hasn't Starbucks said it?
And why would Dincy have it?
Correct. Police officers don't serve paperwork. Does that make sense?
From Starbucks?
Correct.
Or anything, but...
And I don't even know what Starbucks bounds are to say I don't want you at any coffee shop in the world, Starbucks in the world.
Do they have the right to refuse service to anyone, or what?
Well, everyone has the right to refuse service, but if you're actively, like, building some kind of watch list, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, look, if you go to Wells Fargo here, and they go, you know what, we don't want, redheads aren't allowed here.
Right. They can't
Okay,
do
then
that
you're going to
shit.
go to that Wells Fargo, right? And you're not going to have a problem, correct?
Correct.
So, but Wells Fargo has a watch list on Brittany, and they're following you from place to place with people sitting in the cars threatening you every day.
Right.
Wait, something strange is going on here. That's not within the normality here.
No, not even close.
Okay, so when Dincy's running around going, Kevin, I'm your mother, and I don't approve of you drinking coffee, so I've written up a piece of paper
Says you can't go
saying
stupid.
nothing's legal here, right?
No.
So that alone would get a cop fired, normally.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now remember, this isn't just Starbucks. It's Coffee Bean, Pete's, Fred, Wilma, Edgar's, whatever, coffee.
Anything.
And it also applies to every gas station, restaurant, right? So what's it really about? If we kind of had one of these conversations, if I'm obsessed because I keep going back to a restaurant that harasses me, but every single restaurant in the world harasses me,
What are you supposed to do?
it's not a winnable situation. No matter what I do, they're going to say you suffer from obsession and lock you away, right? Okay, so that's the motive. That's
Right. It's just you can't go anywhere and be anywhere with anybody and survive.
yeah.
Honestly, like if it's everywhere, grocery stores too, honestly.
Everywhere. Grocery. I have porn stars over and over follow me into grocery stores, and then the security's saying I'm stalking porn stars. Without any verbal conversation or anything. Like I might be behind them, like going through the foods, and they might try to provoke me, and I don't react.
Right.
And then people start coming after me worldwide. I did this to them.
Right.
Okay, does that even make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, and so the hit list, so to speak, against Kevin Perlman is like 100 million miles long. From strangers I've never even met or seen. Does that make sense? I got freaking actors and porn stars that are involved in this, probably like Tom Cruise and you name it, Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen, all the what's that black guy that died in
That died.
yeah,
I got it.
Jesus Christ.
He died recently?
No, years ago. The
Bernie
Green
Mac?
Mile, Tom Cruise, Tom
that
Hanks.
guy.
You know, the big black guy?
Oh gosh, what was his name? John Coffey in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. John Coffey.
Yeah.
John, that's the character's name. I go into Woodland Hills Photography, Woodland Hills Photo. I think it's still there. And he's there, and he sees me, and he starts whistling with the whistling tactic. Yeah.
And he's like, oh man.
And then I guess you could say karma. And then he died at a really young age, and I know people have a problem with me saying karma, but if some actor like John or whatever his name is, playing John Coffey are trying to make me schizo, and then he follows me or sees me at Woodland Hills Photo and then whistles at me to try to provoke me, and then he dies at a young age, that is a very karmic type of natural event. And while people are running around saying I somehow committed a crime by mouthing off to Jen Hess on IRC about karma. Okay, so
I see the two backwards.
Two backwards grades. So if 30 years ago I mouth off on IRC to Jen Hess about karma,
Why does that matter?
why are people hunting me down with the Kevin committed the karma crime? Right.
Right.
Okay, so
there's two backwards right there, and then two more here.
but people do say karma and
yeah.
I hate people and I don't like that piece of shit or whatever. So okay, so we're by Barclays Coffee.
Really?
And ironically talking about John Coffey, was that it?
John Coffey, yeah. I watched that movie like 1,000.
Now, this law is usually just crazy. Okay.
Together, two backwards together. Here's another one.
Okay, so two backwards. We've already seen how many pairs?
A lot, right
of
here.
two pairs.
I don't even know because it's been a lot.
I had something happen here about a month ago. A guy asked me to jumpstart his car. Oh, I was texting you or on the phone with you. A guy asked me to jumpstart his car, and he started provoking me, and then the security was sort of hovering around. They were trying to get a reaction, and then the hoods...
Did you jump it?
I jumped it, and then the hoods, they had people follow me to a restaurant where I was drinking coffee, and they were propping the hoods up on the other side of the street. Right? All these...
Oh, weird shit.
Yeah, so right now it's not nearly as bad.
There's a bunch of trucks down there. I don't know if they work.
Okay, oh yeah, we haven't even gotten to the... Okay, so... Okay,
There's
what's
like
this?
three
backwards trucks. And a fourth.
1, 2, 3, 4 with a dude in it. Dude is in that one.
Okay, we're out in Northridge. We're at Barclay's Coffee.
There's like, yeah.
Just kind of separate cars backwards by themselves. Backwards pickup, right?
Black one. There's 2 backwards ones over there. A Jeep and something else.
Okay, so now...
What are they? 2
Come on,
Jeeps?
say it to the camera.
There's 2 backwards cars together right here.
Okay,
Jeep?
so...
Looking thing.
One is a Jeep Cherokee. They're big on the Jeep Cherokees and Jeep Rangers. Okay, so this is Barclays. I would sit out here, see straight.
Oh.
I would sit out here outside, maybe smoke a cigar, or just hang out, chill, and groups of people. Instantly, within 10 minutes, with the clothing colors, coordinating these attacks, trying to make me look like a public nuisance.
Right.
When they're a worldwide public nuisance against me. A mass worldwide mobbing.
You don't do anything to anyone.
No, they just want me dead and gone, and I can't imagine what's been said to these people.
Should I turn this off?
Which?
The camera?
This?
You want me to carry it in?
No, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I've deemed you...
I've
deemed you...
Camera's carrier.
What is it?
Apprentice photographer.
Photographer of the round table, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so anyways, you don't need it.
in?
Yeah, I'll come out and get a coffee too.
Do you want me to wait and go in after you, or how do you want to do that?
No, we'll just go in together.
Okay.
But, okay, just for the camera, I'm telling Brittany to witness how they treat me.
Yeah.
That's not a crime.
No.
Whether Brittany goes in first or after, she's just witnessing how they treat me.
Right. That's why we do it.
We're going to go in together this time. They'll probably still treat me like shit. But I just sort of want her to understand the context of the situation, and how the things they might say as boss, or
Man?
They might say man, have a good one, man, or something like that. They might say boss because
Perfect.
I worked down by Golden State Sports Medical in Northridge here.
Yeah.
So they might call me boss, trying to guilt me.
Oh.
Okay, with the
boss.
innuendos.
What about perfect? Alrighty.
They might say perfect or alrighty, mimicking me. So she's getting the idea.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so...
remember, yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. So we'll fire this back up in a few.
I wrote on one of these.
Okay, so... the second one, that's fine. Okay, so I guess... I don't think Brittany can probably can't We'll drive home. I'll sort of point things out. We'll give Brittany a break. She's exhausted anyways, it looks like.
Thank you for the coffee, by the way. This is really flowery.
We stopped at Barclays. We went in. The guy was professional and polite. And then Brittany said, I got to go to the bathroom. I sit down. There's a good 4 provokings. Not directly. The passive-aggressive. Something like... I don't remember, like okay or something like that, or something in 2s like that, and then he says perfect or alrighty, and no worries is a big one, because the black employee, I think, at the Starbucks in where we were earlier, not in there, but in the parking lot, that big parking lot, where was that? Victory and Canogan Victory, I said no worries to, I think, the black Starbucks employee, and somehow that's a crime. Just like saying how's it going to a 15 years ago to a coffee bean employee is a crime, and saying hey to a waitress Heather is a crime, and
so saying anything
pretty much. Hi, how are you is actually a crime to them. How you doing is a crime. Obviously they don't really believe they're crimes, they're just trying to try to make me crazy to get reactions, right? But okay, so as Brittany left, all of a sudden it ramps up. Then for some reason they took forever to make. He was stalling for some reason,
take a long time.
and then when he gives us the food and coffee. He says enjoy, and you're gonna say, well, people say enjoy, and they do, but that is one of the Lorena Escobar, Ron Perlman restaurant tactics, telling every restaurant employee to say enjoy to me 100,000 times over and over until they can try to get me to go after them to set me up. Okay, so
and tell you it's normal.
Yeah, tell me it's normal. I'm too sensitive, and I think differently, and I'm too sensitive. Okay, so we're leaving. We have 2 cars back here, backwards together, and the guy's actually waiting in the gray pickup. My guess is the coffee guy was stalling intentionally, because I've watched. I'm very good at reading people now, and I watch how they operate. And a lot of times I go in, and something that should take a couple minutes takes 15 minutes.
Right.
And people show up within that time instantly with these mass mobbings. So he was stalling. We really weren't there for more than 10 minutes to stick around for it. But you get the idea. So, Brittany, let's read off. These are very short, fast questions. Just blast through them. Okay. And we're going to do short...
Have you seen me... Oh, go ahead.
We're going to do short question answers because I don't want to... We just got to... We're running out of time. Okay, so.
Have you seen me commit any crimes? No. Am I being mobbed to death? Doesn't matter if I'm touched or not. Yes, and it does not matter if you're touched or not because the emotional harm and all the psychological harm and all that shit that they're trying to make you look crazy.
Correct.
It doesn't matter if you're touched or not.
It doesn't matter if someone touched you or not. If they're obsessively following you from place to place, trying to set you up, there's motive.
Correct.
Against me.
You've been physically harmed as well, and not physically harmed, like the other types of harm.
Correct. Right? The police, not only would the police, okay, the police's excuse for the non-physical things are like a good 15 police station recordings saying people are allowed to get together and harm me, mob me to death if they don't physically touch me, which is the biggest lie known to man.
That's not true at all.
Especially if they're trying to pin public nuisance things on me for farting wrong, right?
See, what is the definition of a public nuisance?
Well, it's something that's upsetting to a group of people. Like, okay, like lewd indecent behavior is a public nuisance.
Streaking?
Like, correct. Streaking would be a public nuisance because you're out causing problems for the community.
Okay, fine. I get that.
What is Kevin done? Well, they're trying to use... Well, we arrested Kevin way back when, 2 years ago, for passing out cards, and you keep passing out cards, and people are getting annoyed. Yeah, but I'm passing out. First of all, there's no law that says you can't pass out cards, except that they found some small loophole downtown LA about handbills on a card. But really, nobody gives a shit if people pass out flyers.
What's a handbill?
It's a piece of paper. It's another term for a piece of paper. So they're desperate. They don't want Kevin passing out cards. But Kevin doesn't want to pass out cards. Right? And then shit gets messy and it turns into litter and this and that. And they get angry. Kevin's littering and Kevin's card dumping and Kevin's this. Well, fucking stop mobbing me to death.
Right.
So Kevin's a public nuisance. According to them. But they're the public nuisance to me. And it's not one of them. It's a planet full of people told with the police and government to nuisance me to death and crank down on the Mike Huntley, I've given you enough rope to hang yourself with noose until I'm dead and gone since a young child, right? And all these things that he's cranking down on this noose with. Well, Kevin, I introduced you at 16 to Melody the stripper, and you bounced for a couple of little bachelor parties. So what's the crime? Why are you mad at me? Well, the unspoken why I'm mad at you is because Dr. Ronald Barry Perlman and Anita Perlman don't want you associating with that type of person. So I've committed a crime punishable by worldwide support to have me killed. But wait, that's not a crime. Right? Okay. So there's no crime here. It's about what someone wants.
Is that okay if I put that there?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. It's about what someone wants, and they're committing the crime because I have the freedoms to be who I want. And if I want to get into photography or 3D animation...
Honestly, if you wanted to shoot pornos, it wouldn't matter.
If I wanted to shoot pornos, if I was still doing my studio photography with good-looking hot chicks... Whatever, and how that statement even offends someone, I can't imagine, right?
It doesn't make sense, that's why.
Correct, and so they're just looking for any type of lame, moronic thing to justify my extermination. Which, it's got to be about something.
Nothing.
You're just saying my family just is not happy with anything I do, so they have billions of dollars of government resources to do this. There's got to be more to it, right? Which all comes down to 5-year-old profiling and psychological community labeling, and then we don't want him in society, which are very hard things to grasp. And I know that Brittany is in this community, and I don't want to.
What?
I know that you're in the psychology community, and I don't want to offend you on that level, but let's be honest, that certain people in your industry,
my profession,
your profession with the government, are doing horrific, unspeakable things to people. And if they've stopped, maybe, but I'm one of them.
Right.
And that is that, and they don't want that horrific truth coming out, so they're trying to cover it up. Now, me defending myself with First Amendment freedom of speech,
very appropriate.
I'm being forced in self-defense, and I'd rather be out living my life.
100%.
Yeah.
We talked about that like numerous times too. Like, you do not want to have to hand out business cards or do any of this stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like you have.
We were just in a coffee shop. I'm wearing a fun-loving,
I didn't see you
kind of nice shirt. I'm not wearing Kevin Perlman Target shirt. I'm not handing out cards.
No,
he has no reason to be angry.
Right.
And even though you only sort of saw the ending part, he got angrier and angrier the more I'm out living my life like everyone else. Right? Well, that's not Kevin Perlman that has a problem and is a public nuisance. That's we want this guy dead and we'll do whatever it takes with worldwide support. Okay, so next question.
Do I suffer from anxiety? I mean, honestly, I'd be surprised if you didn't.
But that's not suffering.
Well, everything that's being done to you and has been
but
for so long.
But they're inflicting.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I do not suffer. I have no mental illness label of general anxiety disorder. But if someone keeps punching you in the face, that's going to create anxiety.
Absolutely.
And the only way to stop that anxiety is to stop the guy from punching you in the face, right?
And even after that, it would take time to like feel safe.
Yeah.
For sure. But no, I don't think you innately have anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
So once again, the problem is external, and no, they're not physically punching me in the face.
Even though
even though they have, yeah. But if every encounter from stranger to stranger is how can I provoke this person with psychological warfare tactics,
right?
Like we're seeing the cars and twos, or the verbal things, or the mimics from my social networks, or whatever. That's not a medication problem or an internal problem. That's we're going after you,
right?
And it's not solvable. And what they want is to say we got to put you in a mental institution because you have an incurable mental illness or something like that, right? You don't mesh with society. Well, sure I do.
Right.
I mesh fucking great with society. I've always been friendly and open-minded and outgoing. Someone just managed to pull this off.
Right.
And so that has nothing to do with who I am.
No.
It has to do with what they're doing.
What's being done to you.
And that's not curable. And they know that.
No, exactly. And honestly, there's so much proof for that too, because you've literally been willing to try anything. Like, you did try the meds, it doesn't do shit, it made it worse. Like, it doesn't, because they amped up stuff. Like, it's not like you've been unwilling to try things and figure out what the fuck's going on. But yeah, it's not going to stop, and meds aren't going to help that, and fucking mental institutions aren't going to help that because it is external, like you said.
Correct. So it's an agenda to eradicate.
Right.
Okay, so next question.
The next one, do I suffer from agoraphobia, bipolar, delusional, crazy, backwards, or any of the bullshit? They're spouting no. No. Agoraphobia, we have been in public numerous times, right? Agoraphobia is where you don't even like go in public. You don't like to go, and
that's what they're trying to anxiety me into my house so I can't leave, right? And they go, this guy's crazy, so we got to put him into a mental institution, and it's exactly what Dincy on his Facebook account. How do we force people into mental institutions?
And it's sad too because they have isolated you. They haven't like allowed you to, you know what I mean? By all this shit, and you can't trust people because look at everything that's been done.
So what's your definition? What's your opinion based on? Let's say none of this was happening.
Yeah.
All the things you've witnessed how do you see me as a person in society?
A perfectly fine human in society. You interact well with others. You're kind. I'm
outgoing. I'm fun. I'll two reds over there. Whatever. I'm outgoing. I'm fun-loving.
Yeah.
I have a good sense of humor.
You care about
I joke around with ball gags. I'm sexually open. I'm
accepting. You're
accepting. I'm non-judgmental, but I am a human being that makes judgments from time to time, especially when they seem dangerous to me or something.
Not running a red light is a judgment, right?
Correct. Well, judgments go from small things to big things, and generally, the only time people say "don't judge me" or when they're alluding to big things like "you're a white supremacist," something like that, right? Or do you think I think that guy killed someone? Or but we all do make judgments. It's
part of us
based on our actions and how we deal with them, right? It's like, look, there's a million people in my life that I don't like, and my way of dealing with it is I just don't associate with them.
Exactly.
Okay, that's my action. Now, if that guy's action is that Kevin's kind can't exist, so I'm going to hunt him down, make him mentally ill, and kill him,
right?
That's different.
Yes.
Right? But the judgment part we all do.
Yeah, everybody has and does.
Yeah, so next question.
Okay. Am I lashing out at people? No.
Okay, so that was Seymour's telling me that I'm lashing out at people.
No, you're not.
Okay, are they lashing out at me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So almost every person you've seen, would you say that these cars and all these things, that's all lashing out at me, right? The verbal, passive-aggressive verbal harassments from the employee.
The honking,
the honkings.
I've heard a bunch of that today.
Okay, so
all that stuff.
So I have 100,000 to 1 million people lashing out at me per day. It's been escalating since a young child, but then my lawyer says that I lash out.
No. And it's just messed up because it's like you've been forced into a spot where you have to be so aware of everything because it's like you don't have a choice because once you figure out like this was directed at you and not just some weird shit, it's like you don't have a choice. Now you have to be like hyper vigilant and aware of them.
Well, I mean, it's like the whole water drip torture, right? It's like if you're met with 100,000 to 1 million provokings per day, that makes you more and more sensitive, correct?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so what's their motive?
To make you look crazy.
To make me look crazy and get the reaction, right? To get that ticking time bomb reaction.
Right.
Okay, now what is Dincy running around saying? I'm the next Vegas shooter, the next Unabomber with sending people like Victoria Walker at me?
Yeah.
Okay, now think of this one. Seymour Amster says just ignore it. Learn to ignore it.
It's like how
well, you can't. Okay, but think about what he wants. Think about what his agenda is.
Just ignore it.
Okay, if I keep if I keep giving you dead arms every couple of minutes for the next 20 years, and I say just ignore it, you're going, by the time you react, it's going to be 100-fold.
Of course it is, because you've been tolerating that for so
long.
Correct.
So what he wants to do is make me look like this person with no communication skills,
is
reactive, is a ticking time bomb, is the next Unabomber, he's a danger to society.
Not to mention though that you've been like punched in the arm 1,000 times.
Yeah, and I mean the things I've been through, most human beings can't come close to dealing with.
They can't. That's why I say it's like your ability to cope with this shit is incredible. Because
and so now you have to ask, well, are there any other people out there that are just dead and gone or locked in cages and nobody knows about it? People are running around, that guy just went crazy. Think about that.
You can't say that's not an option. Like
a possibility?
That's the word I was looking for.
Think about that. If this is happening to me, and we got proof, and now it's worldwide what they're trying to cover up. It's got to happen to other people. They're sitting there, the psychology community sweeps in, I think that dude's crazy, and I think they're the next Vegas shooter.
Well,
they just magically went crazy and they disappeared.
No.
It's not that, it's a scary, fictional type of thing to think about, but it's happening right here.
Right. And what is that guy's name? The guy who had to flee and run to...
Oh, Snowden?
My God. Yeah.
Well, Snowden, what was that, 6 years ago? I mean, that's all you need to know. That substantiates or reaffirms every freaking thing.
Exactly.
That there is some serious shit going on that people need to know about in the government.
Right.
What do I...
Am I trying to get myself put in jail or mental institutions like Seymour is stating with Deborah Baer, or think life is a game? No.
Yeah, okay, so they're trying to make it look like I'm gallivanting around, life's a game, and I want to be put in a mental institution, and I just want to see what jail life is like, and I'm fucking with judges.
No. What? I said, why would you ever want to do something like that? You want to live your life.
Well, because they want to say I'm crazy.
No, I know. I'm saying, but like you never would want that, or ever. You want to live your
I was
life.
29. I had my own company, Signetti Services, and Mike Huntley went from I'm your friend for 14 years to with Tim Thompson. Well, you built a website. You built adult websites, didn't you? And you're also doing studio photography with women, and you're also playing pool, and pool is shady, even though Tim Thompson's a pool player. And yeah, and you're looking at these people like, what the fuck? And then, you know, I was 29. I'm 47 now, and you're watching worldwide groups exponentially grow. We're gonna rid you of the world for no reason at all, or for things that nobody cares about, right?
For things that aren't things.
Yeah, they're trivial pursuit. Okay, so what else?
So what do you think their real problem is? They want to like remove you from society. There's something against you, and I don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, it's fair to say at this point it's the information I know, right?
Right, but before that,
I can't tell you. It's nothing tangible. It's all they're all Adolf Hitler type things. Right. They're insecurity.
That's the question that like.
It's the same reason slave owners had slaves. It's the same reason Adolf Hitler killed Jews and minorities.
It's disgusting. It's horrible.
But now the cat's out of the bag, and it's a whole different story since 29. Okay, next.
Do you think if I mouthed off 30 years ago online to Jen Hess, who was sent after me, it's a crime, I need to be removed from society for it? No. People talk shit all the time about each other.
Right? I have people still today like mad at me, but you said I love you to Jen Hess 30 years ago.
Who cares? You said I love you. That's not like...
It's like, think about that. How do you know I said I love you to Jen Hess? I'm talking to people in freaking like Britain and like Germany.
They wouldn't know.
How do you fucking know, and why do you care?
Exactly. Right? They shouldn't know, and they definitely wouldn't care.
Like if I followed you around from place to place going,
or whatever,
25 years ago you didn't wipe your ass right. 25 years ago you didn't wipe your ass right. 25 years ago you didn't wipe your ass right. 25 years ago you didn't wipe your ass right. 25 years ago you didn't wipe your ass right.
I would look at you like a crazy person.
Exactly,
like,
right?
Help, bro. Sorry, I didn't fold my toilet paper. I swear.
And that's what I'm looking at. For me, it's like walking on eggshells to 100,000 to a million people per day. They're just fucking nut jobs, right? But they're not really nut jobs. They have an agenda. Right. Okay, next on the questioning.
Do you think if I call a person targeting me and instigating me a Jew hater, it's a crime? What do you mean?
Like if someone's instigating and provoking me over and over, and I try to have a conversation, like one person, they showed up with like 15 people provoking me, and then one black girl, I think it was, said, well, you know, you say mean things. Oh, I'm involved in the mean thing crime. And I try to explain to her, look, I don't say mean things, I say what's the truth. And if people can't deal that I'm talking about people like Mike, I didn't say this part, but if people can't deal with me talking about Tom Farley or Mike Huntley and the things they've done to me, then just stay away and don't
leave me alone.
Yeah, don't provoke me. Go do your thing. And then she starts provoking me after I explain it. They all do the same thing. We don't care.
Right.
And then they go, "You're a fucking Jew hater. Get lost."
But you're Jewish.
No, I'm saying that she's a Jew.
Oh, I was like, I thought they were calling you. I was like, what?
And no, what they do. Okay, I'm minding my own business. Maybe 15 people come up and they start provoking me.
Right.
Mobbing me to death.
Yeah.
And then, once in a blue moon, someone will have some kind of accusation that doesn't make any sense. Will you say mean things?
Okay.
And then I try to explain it. Look, I'm telling you the truth. Don't I have the right to tell my side of the story?
Yes.
And then they get mad and they start provoking me again. And then I react to the provoking as going, you know, get fucking lost, you fucking Jew hater. Why?
I feel like defending
why would I say something like a Jew hater? Because they're not thinking logically or rationally. Does that make sense?
Correct.
Okay, for example, most people, if they're mad at someone, they're mad because
something.
Well, you fucking robbed the store.
Right. Or
no, I didn't.
Right.
Okay, all the things that are being done to me are just pure hate for no reason. Like Adolf Hitler hates Jews because of the inferior race, so they need to die, and you can't have a verbal discussion.
No,
you just get a bullet in your head.
It's based on his nonsense.
Correct.
Bullshit.
So these hate crimes against me are people. I can't tell you if it's about Judaism. It's not. But the same mentality of hating Jews or your kind is what's being done to me.
Yeah.
And so, but now the entire point of that question was, now the police are going to run around pretending nothing's going on, and Kevin's a public nuisance. And Kevin's supposedly lashing out at people. So if once in a blue moon, I stand up for myself, we got to lock him in jail.
That's ridiculous.
Right?
It's ridiculous. No, the way that you stand up for yourself and defend yourself is very passive. It's not like you're going
No,
out
I mean,
there,
it
like,
takes a fucking lot to get me.
Which, clearly. Clearly, it takes a lot for you to get riled up.
Even now, even after what I've been through. I mean, it's just, I'm not.
That's what I'm saying.
None of these people have an argument. None. A legit argument.
No, not at all. People talk shit all the time to people. And
oh, yeah,
like
you
what
see
you
it all the
said,
time.
you're not like bashing her character or whatever, saying she's a real piece of shit.
No, I'm not going up to her, obsessively following her and doing this. They're provoking me in mass groups, but they're trying to make it look like nothing's happening.
Correct.
Okay, were there any other questions?
No, that was the last one on there.
That was the last one?
Am I being hunted, set up, framed by mass? Well, yeah, we talked about that one, right?
What is it? Where are we?
Am I lashing out at people? No. Am I being hunted, set up, framed by mass worldwide groups?
Well, I mean, we talked about it, but let's just. What's your brief, quick answer?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen all these different locations, all these different.
Okay, so all these things happening are a mass conspiracy or organized event to torture, kill, hurt, harm, maim, eradicate, remove someone from society. Correct. Okay, you admit to that. It's not Kevin's hypersensitive and crazy.
No. Okay. I read all the rest of them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You love that one.
I think that was. I don't know. I know we talked about it. I don't know if I actually read it out loud though. Okay. And then no, you're not a paranoid schizo or
violent paranoid schizo.
Right. However
that's what they want to. That's their cover-up label, correct?
Yeah.
Based on changing labels.
You're not violent. You're not paranoid. You don't have schizophrenia. So like all these things are false.
Yeah.
All false.
And keep in mind, I don't have any actual paper labels.
So there's never been. Okay, that's a good question actually. You've never been given a diagnosis on paper?
No, nothing official.
Like from the psychiatrist or anyone like that?
Well, my mom tried to have like Susan Donner pin shit on me.
What did they put?
She tried. She's like, I came in the office and she said, well, you know, viruses creep in people's heads at 29 and whatever. But and she was talking about how I said that, well, you know, let me explain. The devil's in the details. No, the term is the angels in the details.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, and so she was working with all the Yankee Doodle pool hall waitresses to mob me to death and try to cover it all. Right. So she wasn't legit. But those aren't legit labels. I mean, that's some private person in an office, and that label's as good as toilet paper.
Yes, and a virus doesn't creep into your brain.
Yeah, I mean, if that's going to put a label on you about your psychological well-being, then anyone can say anything. I don't care. Just because you have a MD in psychiatry doesn't make you an honest person.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so I just quickly want to look.
Is this your direct?
These are my street, yeah. Okay, so let's just see if they've amped up the attack. Usually the streets are just crazy.
Right.
Every time Brittany is here, it goes back to normal.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing.
I don't see anything yet. And sometimes they do them spread in twos.
Oh, like that and that?
I don't know that. No? Like if we see a second vibe over there. Okay, so...
Wednesday. Is Wednesday at noon work okay for you?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so there's a black Mercedes there, and I think I might have saw another Mercedes back there.
Car.
This yellow car has been working on me with groups of yellow cars and a yellow Fiat. But you can't prove it right now unless you're kind of out cruising around. I don't see a lot. It's definitely did what they did last time.
I so want to like. It's very frustrating and like makes me angry that everybody has been trying to label me with all these crazy things for so long.
Yeah, well, they're not doing it because they believe it. So that's you gotta get. You have to get to the root, right?
No, you're right. It's just
okay, second Mercedes, so one back there and one here probably. Right. I'll put that in the probably. Okay, so people are walking around, well, Kevin's crazy, so we have to rid of the world. Not that that would make people want to rid you of the world, but they're saying these things to justify their actions or motive.
There's no justification.
And so now you have to figure out what's behind all that. Why are they doing it in the first place? Why? If I walk up to you... Yeah, he's part of the yellow group. If I walk up to you and I just make up some lie like,
it's
Brittany, you're an out of control monster, Brittany, so we got to rid you of the world.
I'd be like, okay, so
they're not ridding you of the world because they believe you're an out of control monster. No. They're ridding you of the world because someone doesn't like you or they have an agenda. Or okay, so I don't see much of the interesting, the mental illness tactics here.
No, I don't either.
Okay, so I'll just park in the garage.
Okay.
So you have to.
Do you want me to back? I know. Yeah. Do you want me to back out so you can take my spot, or do you have another spot?
No. Okay, so just note the white Jeep Cherokee. Yesterday there were 3 others right here altogether, and there should be one more right here. Yes, there is a second white.
Oh yeah. Was that here when I got here?
Yeah. Okay, so to sum this up, because Brittany's going to have to go, Brittany has taken the pictures herself of the patterns. I don't know if what she got in frame, but
no, I think I did.
I'm sure they're probably fine.
I think.
Okay, so theoretically, you could say Brittany committed the same crimes I have, and now you're accessory to public nuisance, even though you didn't do a damn thing, and neither did I.
Right. Sorry, I took pictures.
Yeah, exactly, right. But you took too many pictures, Brittany.
Yeah, I didn't know there was
now
a
you
limit.
Now you need to go into a mental institution.
Oh.
Okay, so
I didn't know there's a limit for photo taking.
According to my family, there's a limit for if you say hey more than twice in your life, you are hunted by worldwide.
What are you supposed to say? Just hi.
You can't say hi. You can't say how's it going. You can't say have a good one. You can't say hey. You can't say how you doing.
What's
you can't
up?
say what's up. You can't make your horrible, mean Twitter wall jokes like "What's up, bitches?" or whatever. These are all horrible. The mean crime.
You can't have fun.
Correct. Oh, according to my dad, there's no fun in between work or anything, and you're not allowed to go to bars after work because that shows you're not professional.
Really?
Just pure insanity.
Says
okay.
the man who.
Correct. Says the man who.
Is a not.
Okay, so
who
has lawyers like David Greenstein, which have fake dogs to try to sue restaurants and shit like this.
And your ex, or your former stepmother, right?
Oh.
And what she was saying about your dad too.
Oh, like, Janet Nordette.
Isn't that your stepmom?
Yeah, with those conversations where she's trying to manipulate me to make it look like I'm trying to hook up with Shane to get information about my father. When
that's your brother.
My little younger, my half brother.
Okay, yeah. But even in there, she was like, your father's a horrible person.
But she flip-flops, right? Because first she talks about all the things Shelly said about me, which are just like...
What did she say?
She says that Shelly's saying that she's afraid of me because I'm so manipulating and controlling. And I state to her, like, I was totally in shock. I'm sitting there... Okay, think about it.
Who the fuck is Shelly? His wife?
Shelly's his wife now, and he's dated her on and off since he cheated on my mother when I was 13.
So he got married in between to this lady?
Yeah, he dumped Shelly because Janet was hotter with big old silicone boobies. Okay, so
but
anyways...
your dad's saying you're a bad person.
What?
I said, but your dad's saying you're a bad person.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make you a bad person.
No, but I'm just saying, like, because you go to strip clubs or whatever, but your dad is dumping somebody because he wanted the woman with bigger tits.
Yeah. Okay, but here's the thing. My dad and Janet wanted me to move back from Colorado, and my dad calls me up. At the same time, Mike Huntley, let's start a company. My dad wants me to move in. He says, Kevin, you should come back, and I'll let you stay at my place for a year. He offered. I didn't say anything.
I remember you telling me
So he's reeling me in.
Right.
And it's at the same time he's marrying Janet Nordette. Think that's a little strange?
Yeah.
Everyone's running around saying I'm a homewrecker.
What?
Yeah. So they're working together. He's working with Janet, and they're saying Kevin's trying to ruin my marriage. My dad's working with all his women my entire life with these tactics. Now, Shelly comes in. Now, he gets past all the Janet shit. Shelly comes back into play, and Shelly is getting married to my dad, and Shelly says to me, for no reason at all, like everyone else, now you're going to have an evil stepmother.
Why the fuck would you say that?
Correct. And then right after this, before I could even try to talk to her about it, she has Eric, her son, working on me with her, her mother and her stepfather, and they're just mobbing me. Once again, the next set of worldwide mobbing groups.
Right.
But I'm just sitting there like, da 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 da. Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
You look good tonight, or
you're very polite.
you look nice tonight. Blah blah blah.
I wouldn't even.
Kevin's a horrible monster. He needs to die. Where's this fucking coming from? And then every resource on the planet.
Right.
Okay, but you see the pattern. I supposedly,
Yeah,
right when she's getting married,
they want you to move back in.
right when Shelly's getting married to my dad,
okay.
she's mouthing off to me that it's got to be about something. Well, my dad wanted me to move in with Janet. When he's marrying Janet, I didn't do anything to her either.
You never do.
So someone is staging these frame jobs.
Right.
Okay, so anyways, Brittany's got to go, right? And,
yeah, I do.
okay, so you kind of get the idea that it's just going to go from one stranger or person I know to the next, how I've done all these horrible things, and it instantly has to go to the world to rile up mass chaos against Kevin Perlman until he's dead and gone and this and that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. That's
Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Brittany has witnessed, once again, a wider circumference from Woodland Hills to Northridge and back, showing that this is everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so...